to nominate my friend and colleague, Congresswoman Lujan Grisham, for governor of the great state of New Mexico. Congresswoman Lujan Grisham is a strong woman. She has been a tireless champion for the people of New Mexico. She is an advocate of public education, healthcare, the elderly, and the New Mexican people. As a public educator for over 20 years, a native New Mexican, a foster parent, and the elementary vice president of the Albuquerque Teachers Federation, I have firsthand experience to her commitment. She is the only candidate that consistently reached out to actual classroom educators and, more importantly, worked collaboratively with public education to craft visionary educational policies for our state. Her commitment to stakeholder input from classroom educators is just one of the many ways that she consistently demonstrates her commitment to New Mexico by putting our children first. I know that Michelle understands and will continue to work with educators to ensure the foundation of our success for our students and our communities. We can no longer have our students and our families in New Mexico living in poverty. Michelle is the person we need.
My name is Lujan. I am a proud member of the United Mine Workers of America, Local 3106. I am the only Democrat on the Socorro County Board of Commissioners, but that is going to change come this November. I'm honored to stand in front of you to do the second for the strongest person we can get in this race. For such a little warrior, but the toughest fighter that I've ever seen out there. She fights for our family values, and she fights for New Mexican working families. Ladies and gentlemen, Michelle Grisham.
It's been so great to see all the support that my mom has gotten from the governor for the state of New Mexico. I'm so excited to see what she does for us.
Women for Michelle.
I'm with Michelle. I'm with Michelle.
I know that my mother, Michelle Grisham, is the governor that New Mexico families need.
New Mexicans are strong and resilient.
Indigenous women for Michelle. Students for Michelle.
We're with Michelle. We're with Michelle.
ATF is with Michelle. I've been humbling my nose at you for asking me to run for governor.
Michelle, para nosotros.
Educators for Michelle.
We're with Michelle. I'm a veteran. I'm with Michelle.
We're for Michelle.
We're with Michelle.
Quedamos together para Washington.
We're with Michelle.
We're with Michelle.
We can do this.
I am proud to call Michelle Grisham my mother.
We love you, Gigi.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next governor of the great state of New Mexico, Congresswoman Lujan Grisham.
Thank you.
as I watched tears stream down the faces of young people.
Before we allow the candidates to go on, and our convention marshals and our law enforcement, please take care of that. Convention court, please let law enforcement handle this. All right, folks, we've let that disturbance get handled. We're gonna have
So I can't really see with these lights, but I'm gonna take a moment, and I'd like everyone in the audience to take that moment with me. Fighting for the things that you believe in is very hard.
Excuse us.
And keeping our respect to the highest
Michelle Lujan Grisham needs to
is really important because that's who we are. That equality issues in this state ought to be protected to the highest possible degree by every single person here. I'm going to see if I can get back to my speech, because this is a really tough moment for all of us, and I want us to really own it, which is what happened in Parkland was another horrific moment that caused all of us to stop and think about where we're going as a country, where we're going as a party, where we're going in terms of protecting our most precious resource, our children. And I will tell you that when I was in Washington, initially I was frustrated, but that's not enough. Immediately I got enraged about the fact that Republicans in Washington won't do anything to keep our kids safe from gun violence, which is why it's also important to be inspired by these young people, because they stood up, they're demanding better. They took that moment and they turned it into a movement. And here in New Mexico, we can be part of that movement. We can give meaning to that moment by demanding that we do all we can to protect our children, and this is how we do it. We close the gun show loophole. We strengthen our background checks. We rebuild our behavioral health system. We keep guns out of the hands of domestic abusers. And we take assault weapons off our streets. Tough fights. And like these young people in Parkland, I have parents who showed me the strength and the courage and the faith it takes to win them. And I know a lot of you have heard the story, but it moves me every day. My father was this incredible man of faith. A faith that was tested and challenged when he got the news that no parent should ever have to face. That my baby sister Kimberly, at 2 years old, was diagnosed with a terminal brain tumor. And his unwavering faith in God led him to make a promise, like many New Mexicans, that if you protect my children, that if you keep them safe, that if you give them all the opportunity they deserve, I will make the pilgrimage to Chimayo every year. Now, my sister lived longer than any doctor said she could. And even after she passed, my father kept making that 30-mile journey. And even when he was sick and dying, he made that journey. And my mother, she took every moment and she turned those into movements to increase services and advance the rights of special needs children, not just here in New Mexico, but across the entire nation. Because the promises we make to our families, we will do anything to keep. And that's the family that I come from. And it's the place that I make decisions from. That's who we are here in New Mexico. And no matter what happens, we fight for our families. And we don't just fight for our own. We watch out for the kids next door too. And we make sure that the elderly woman living down the block has a ride to her doctor's appointment. We make room not just in our hearts, but at the dinner table for neighbors who have fallen on lost jobs and hard times. See, family just isn't the people that you share blood with. It's the people you build a community with. Public service has always been about standing up for my community. And we all deserve to know that our children are safe, that they're going to have every opportunity in life, and we deserve leaders who will fight for our families the way they would fight for their own. I've waged and won battles that have made a real difference with you in the lives of New Mexico families. I stood up to the nursing home industry and I went undercover to expose abuse and neglect. Because we expect more for our grandparents and our older neighbors, and I fought the Bush administration on abstinence only. Thank you very much.
We can have Team Michelle please clear the stage so we can get ready for our next presentation.